entire war on terror, which has caused so much pain and lost so many lives, not only for our own men and women in the armed forces, but for people in that region as well. I may have been the first person up here to make...
Guys, you know what time it is. You know what time it is. Time to get rid of this mailbox. Guys, you know what time it is. The polls are shifting again. The polls are changing, and there's been an update, and it's time to get into it. So there was also the fifth Democratic debate. I don't know how many of you guys checked that out. I sat this one out. I didn't watch it. I'm just catching up on the highlights now. I'm in Spain, so it's 6 hours ahead. So I wouldn't have been able to watch it anyway because it would have been on at like 4 a.m. But anyway, look at this new poll. It happened already. Boom. Bernie 19.3, Warren 18.5. Bernie has just passed Elizabeth Warren. He was leading at first at one point some months back. Bernie was maintaining a lead over her. So let's expand this to the 6 month boy. Bernie had the default lead off the bat. Lost it at one point to Kamala Harris. She tanked. Lost it then again to Elizabeth Warren, and then she got the, as we've been talking about, the curiosity bump, which I told you was just a curiosity bump, at which point she actually became the front runner in the national poll average, after which she fell off the planet, which is interesting considering she released her comprehensive Medicare for All bill. Although there was some holes in it, there was some squirrely language and some strange ideas in there that were kind of divergent from a traditional Medicare for All. And she also just backtracked again on her Medicare for All. And these, I'm not just saying this out of nowhere. These are from articles, and another political commentator has filled me in on these details. Shout out to Kyle Kulinski from Secular Talk. So this is just a quick update. Maybe it's an I told you so, but what goes up goes down, and Elizabeth Warren has fallen back down to earth. I don't think she'll fall that much further below this line. I think her floor maybe is at 15%, kind of like Bernie's was. But I think this is the way the poll should look at this point. I think this is the way the poll should look. Actually, it came a little faster than I thought. I thought Elizabeth Warren would be able to hold on to her lead, or her second place lead, for a little bit longer. And then, of course, you're probably wondering, well, what about you're not mentioning Joe Biden? You're not mentioning Joe Biden. Yeah, he's still hanging on to the default support. Most people still aren't paying attention. If anybody who's watching a debate with this guy, if anyone actually listens to him, I think they would retract their endorsement in a second. The good thing is at this point that Bernie Sanders has taken second place, because I think in reality this is going to end up being the race. Biden, I think, is going to fall out of the conversation at some point. I think he just has to. I think his number is artificial. I think he has a really low floor, and I think he's just bound to fall off the face of the planet at some point. So yeah, this is good. Hopefully Bernie keeps surging. I'd like to see him go up and catch Biden faster than Biden comes down and crashes to Earth. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. The polls are always exciting. It's always exciting in poll land. So that's it. That's a quick update. Bernie surpasses Elizabeth Warren. He takes over that second place lead once again, and hopefully he keeps surging, and we can talk about Bernie being in first place sooner rather than later. All right.